So welcome back to day 6, and this is the most exciting day where I've come to talk to you, because now you've got your comic and you should have had a really fun time making it, and I really hope for you that it was very stress-free. And now for day 6, as I mentioned yesterday, we're going to dive into your comic and we're going to evaluate. So I kind of want you to sit there and ask yourself, how was this experience? Was this experience easier than you expected? Did you find it easier using the visualization exercises to come up with original ideas? Did you worry less? Were you less insecure? Did having someone leading you through it really help you in this process? And like I mentioned earlier on in this process, I really want you to know that this isn't restricted to just this exercise. You can take this into any area of your creativity. If you want to write a creative piece of writing, you can design creative visualization exercises where you go into worlds and you see yourself creating this piece of work. And you can use the techniques that you've learned and that you've heard me say to really enhance your learning all round. So I wish I could speak to every single one of you and really go into detail about the comics you've created, because I'm so intrigued to see and hear about the outcomes you've achieved. But I just want you to know that you should be really proud that you've gone through this process and you've made it to day 6. And that you've now got this original piece of work, which you have the power to do whatever you want with. You might never look at it again, but you might have been very happy with the outcome, and you might use this exercise again to do something bigger and longer. Or you might have come out with a 3-page comic which is really detailed, which you now intend to create a graphic novel from. And that is amazing, and I'm so glad that I could help you along the way in this process. So today we're just going to dive in. And this day is called Dive In. So we've had conceptualize, activate, narrate, vision, make, and dive in. And diving in is a creative visualization exercise where you just dive back into that world and you realise what you created. So I want you to be in a comfortable space. You know the drill. Get into that deep breathing. So take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And if you haven't already, close your eyes. Become really relaxed. Very content, because you've really achieved something during this time. You've really done an awesome thing. You've taken time out for yourself to work on a project that's completely enhanced your way of learning and your capability of creating new content. I want you to see the door in front of you again, the door that we started with and the door that we're going to end with. See that door and you know very well what's on the other side. I want you to remember for a moment, when you first saw this door, the glass was really frosted and you couldn't see what was on the other side. And when you went through, there was a really bright light and you had to work your way through this space and environment and figure out what it was all about. And then I want you to reach into a pocket. Imagine that you're wearing trousers with big pockets, and reach down and you feel a piece of paper and you reach up and you take it out and it's your comic. And you're holding it in your hands and you look at it and you're really proud of it. And you've got your comic in your hand, but you still want to go back through that door because you're really intrigued. Maybe you'll find something new. So you go through the door. And it's the same space that we were in a few days ago. And the character's there, and maybe it's all changed, and maybe it's developed from your new visualizing processes, and maybe your subconscious took you to a different place in the time between our last visualization and the making process. Maybe in storyboarding you thought of different elements you could add or how you could change things up. And this world that you're in right now, as you've walked through this door, reflects the world that you created in your comic. And you look down at your comic, and then you look up, and you realise that you've translated a vision from your mind into a physical piece of art. And you're so excited and you're so proud about the prospect of what you've just created. So that's really, really exciting. Just take a minute to feel super, super happy with this. And know that through this door, this isn't an external place. This isn't somewhere where you hop on the train and go and visit. This is within you. This is within your own mind. And you have the power to visit this place, to see this place, to come back to this door whenever you need to discover something new. You could have the mindset that whenever you visit this door, there'll be something new on the other side. And whatever is new, you will create a piece of art from it. And this mindset will help you so much. It removes all difficulty with coming up with creative ideas, which is something that so many people struggle with. Imagine if you could never have difficulty coming up with an idea again. What a huge sense of relief that would be. How that would set you apart from other people within the creative industry. To just be able to visit a door in your mind, walk through and see the solution. Because that's what you've done here. In reality, that's all you've done. I've told you to go through a door, see something, and then create a piece of visual art from it, and that is what you've done. And if you can do it once, you can do it 100 times again. So now, pop that comic back in your pocket and turn around. You can walk back through the door now, you can wiggle your hands, wiggle your toes, and come out of this relaxation and this creative visualization. And now you're back. Back in your world, you're back in your studio, wherever you are, you might be at home, but you're back now in this reality. And you have your comic with you still. It travelled with you through that door and it's still with you now. It might feel like there's a disconnection between the two worlds, but there really isn't. Everything comes from your mind. So you can visit that space whenever you want. So I just want to say that you should be super, super proud of having achieved this. Having created this comic, and I'm so excited to see them all. So please share these with me on Instagram, or anywhere online. If you want to do it privately, send me an email, send me a DM, post them, share them. And if you enjoyed this 6-day challenge and you felt like it helped you and you're really proud of your outcome as you've come out of it, please pass this on to friends and family and colleagues and clients. Because I feel like if one person has a positive reaction, there is going to be another person who finds real positivity in this process. So thank you so much for joining me, and please make sure that you share your work with me. I mentioned at the beginning of this session, I was going to talk about sharing your work. And there's only really one thing that I need to say. It's that as artists, we're more powerful together. Me, myself as an artist, I'm more powerful sharing this with you than if I kept this technique to myself. You as an artist will be more powerful sharing your comic and your outcome with me and other admirers of your work than you would if you kept it locked in a drawer, because who would know about it? So have that confidence, know that your work is worthy. Everyone's work is worthy and that the world can't wait to see it. Thank you so much once again for joining me, and I would love for you to email me with a review or just letting me know the experience you had whilst doing this. And I hope to construct many more tutorials and exercises that help people with their creativity in a really inventive and positive way. Thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing from you.